Y'all almost heard "Don't Lick the Sticky" as the first start of our stream, so it's gonna be one of those nights.
Fine.
It's fine.
We're little gremlins. You know this.
So this means the next time we level up, Chime is going to learn a new phrase. Don't lick the sticky.
Oh no, I learned those at will. One of y'all just have to say it. You're welcome.
So that's where we are tonight. Hi y'all, welcome in. Yeah, this is Kentucky Fried Dice. I'm Donald. You might notice we're missing a very radiant part of our stream. Jilly Pie is not here tonight. She is not feeling well. So, honey, hope you feel better. You're in the other room. Hi. Also, hi, KFD Mom. Glad you're able to join us tonight. Hope you are feeling better. And looking forward to getting you out of the hospital soon. That'll be great. So, yeah. So we like to start our streams with happy news. And I just posted this on our Discord, which, yeah, Jillian asked me to tell you all that she's sorry, but I refused because she has nothing to be sorry about. Because you don't feel good, honey. You gotta take care of yourself.
Jillian.
Don't be sorry.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't.
So,
not even once.
What is this now? Crack cocaine or heroin or?
Sorry, I've had however much Fireball this is, so I'm a little silly. I'm ready. I'm ready for D&D.
Ready.
Anthony's on that Fireball high.
Just chasing rainbows at this point. It's fine. So yeah, our happy news is a 14-year-old has been named America's top young scientist for his work on soap that is used to treat skin cancer. So that's pretty damn sweet. At 14, well, we don't want to think about what I was doing back then. It was not inventing super cool soap. It was being in marching band and playing D&D.
But that's
Mine wasn't even that cool.
Band nerd solidarity.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing what I was doing. Probably would have been marching band and D&D.
Yeah. What else should you do? Actually, there might have been the Star Wars role-playing game. The D6 version from West End Games that is out of print. But was awesome.
Sadly, I had never played D&D when I was 14. The first time I played D&D, sitting at Donald's table.
Oh yeah, that was 4th edition? Or was that 3.5?
It was 4th edition.
4th was rough.
You did not like that.
I did not like 4th.
I didn't play D&D until my 30s, playing around Donald's virtual table.
Yeah. Like to bring in new people to the hobby.
One of us.
Like 17-ish. 17, 18.
All right. Pretty good.
No, 14 was fully into the fan fiction addiction, so.
Was that Twilight? What was happening then? I have no idea, like, time and what's happened.
You don't want to.
I think we have to know.
Let's see. There was a good variety when I was 14. I'd say mainly Death Note.
So yeah, this 14-year-old has been working on soap to treat skin cancer. So that's awesome. Oh, apparently it's a 50-cent bar of soap. So let's not let the pharmaceutical companies get a hold of that. And if we talk about that more, I will start a rant. So we will not do that. So yeah, that's super cool. Hey, Celestial, welcome in, my friend. I hope you are doing well. Thanks for hanging out. We were just talking about soap and 14-year-olds.
Don't.
But probably not what you were thinking about.
14-year-olds that make soap.
Phrasing.
That make soap that treat skin cancer. Because that's cool.
Anyways,
it's going to be one of those nights.
Pivot.
Recap? Is it recap time? I don't have my music ready. Hang on. Before we get into the recap, I got to get the music ready. That is this website.
All right, I'm gonna start the recap and right now. Just kidding.
Wasn't ready. I mean, you can go. It's
I know.
fine. I'll just hit play here in the middle of it. Totally fine.
No, I need ambiance.
You do.
I deserve ambiance.
You do
I
deserve
deserve
ambiance.
ambiance.
All right, ready?
Mhm.
Go.
James, while walking back to the Howard Duck Inn, had the great idea to get Professor Darrow in contact with Meatball, the inventor of the party's teleportation device. They took a quick stop back to Professor Darrow to inform her, and she said she'd get in contact with one of the wizards there at the university to get a message sent out to him. She'd look into creating an anchor point there in Brownstone with Meatball's assistance. Finally, making their way back to Howard Duck Inn, Chime took a seat across from Mostep at the booth, while the rest of the party kindly fucked off to other parts of the inn. Chime nervously presented the idea to Mostep that if they appeared to be a couple, it would make him more powerful politically, and she wanted to pay back the kindness he'd been doing by taking in her son. To her surprise, Mostep stated that he didn't want anything farcical. Having a young ward in his life had changed him, and he wanted a real, true love and real companionship. He'd be willing to try that with Chime. Chime, surprised, said that she'd be willing to try that as well, and that she had really presented it that way because she thought that he wouldn't have wanted it. The rest of the night passed noisily. Mostep hung around with the party while they took the time to relax with each other. James challenged Chime to a drinking challenge. Rosa and Karn bet on the outcome, and even though Chime technically won, the only real winner, of course, was Rosa. After getting the Tiefling and the Kenku off to bed, Rosa went off to her quarters. Before turning to his own room, Karn took a long, dejected look at Chime's door. Sad face. The next day, thanks to the blessings of the new god of hospitality, Chime and James did not feel too terribly hungover. They managed to make their way back to the Professor Darrow's office. There, they found her working on a new device that none of them had seen before. She explained that she managed to get in contact with Meatball and had begun work on a new anchor point. Meanwhile, the party decided that they'd need to get in contact with Scars and travel out to the house on the coast for more information. That's it.
I was just taking a look at as Jillian was banning someone. I feel like we need a ban him for sound effect. We don't get to use it often, but I just feel like
Be the
making it a
bomb.
party. Yeah, like, oh, that'd be good with some elaborate animation. I feel like the bots are getting more frequent. All right. Cool. So what do y'all want to do? What's your plan?
Well, we said we were gonna travel out to the house on the coast, so I figured we were gonna like prepare and do that.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. What do you want to do to prepare? Rosa has decided she wanted to go scout the house on the coast. So
I was just about to ask Rosa to go scout.
She turns
ahead
into
of
to an owl.
Who?
And off she goes. She has a rough idea of where this is. Figured she'll probably.
We could point her in the right direction.
Yeah.
Just imagine she took off a la Batman. So James turns around and is like, Rosa, can you? No?
I think I want to seek out a couple of health potions.
Yeah.
Or something similar to that. It actually could even be. I think we still have one. Ooh, I need to check this. What does my ring still have in it? I think it still has one heal in it. Or did we use that? Can't remember now. We wrote it down a while ago, but
We
it was
did.
somewhere else.
I think we had room to put stuff in it, and then we didn't.
I do not recall.
Okay, so I would like to. Okay, I have once daily I can once daily I can cast heal minor wounds. And then,
Cure
which one is
wounds.
it?
They got rid of like all the like heal light wounds, heal moderate wounds.
Yeah,
Like now it's just you just cast it at a higher spell slot.
I can't remember where it is. I thought that I keep it in my spells, but I don't see it. So, anyways,
Maybe you used to have some, like you have something at like 20th level, but I don't know if you have something at current level.
I do. I'll look for that. You guys, what else are you guys doing?
I mean, at this point, we definitely need some health potions since our healer kind of ascended to godhood. Yeah, let's
Our
get
other
some
healer is
potions
scouting.
and also question just to refresh my own memory. Do we have the egg on us just in case?
We do not.
No, I thought we did.
I'm pretty
No,
sure
we
most
had it.
I thought most up is watching it for us.
He was, but we took it with us up into the mines, and then we used it to get down to take on the injustices,
That's right. Yes.
the
Yep,
corrupted
yes.
justices.
Yes, and yes, you are right. We did not give it back to Mostep.
Okay. All right. Well, that cuts out the other thing I was going to say, which is if we don't have the egg, let's go get the egg.
I mean, I'm assuming. Well, I don't know if like Chime saying bye to Brass
I mean,
Whistle for a bit. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
would, but we don't have to.
But
That
like
doesn't have to be.
I don't know if that would be part of. Yeah.
We don't have to do that as part. Like you can always just assume she's gonna do that.
Yeah. Okay. So my spell is not actually a spell, so I don't think that counts. I don't think that can be. It's a ring of spell storing, and it's not a spell. So that was
Has
my
to
bad.
be a spell. Yeah.
Yep. So and I don't know that there are any healers that can cast healing right now with the way stuff is. Is that still true?
You haven't seen any like new clerics or anything or any. The temple trail is still kind of evolving, and there's no like former temples opening up. They're all being repurposed and reused.
All right. In that case, I think I'd like to purchase a couple of healing potions if that's available.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's see. I've got. What is EP? EP?
Electrum pieces.
Oh. Why did I put 8 in there? That doesn't seem right. I bet I thought that was one layer down and just marked that differently. Cool. Yeah. Do we still have shared our shared money?
I think we do.
I don't know. We haven't purchased healing potions. I don't think all campaign. I have no idea how much they cost in this universe.
We've still got Grayson's loot.
We had to have gotten rid of that a long time ago.
We got rid of a lot of it. Gave like 128 gold to Susanna way back in the day.
Yeah, we did.
I think we still have it. I mean, there's also.
Has she been around? Donald?
You haven't seen her anywhere since the incident.
Okay. Good to know. Anyway.
Maybe something to come back to later.
Ominous
Maybe.
foreshadow.
I am marked down as having 40 gold and then a crap ton of copper and silver.
Yeah, I've got like 1 gold, and I don't that either that's not right or I just never like took out of the communal account or whatever. So
I've got 5 gold because I'm pretty sure the only money I've really spent was when I changed classes. And basically just most of that equipment got covered with selling off my old stuff.
Yeah.
You bought some stuff from Honest Dan, didn't you?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Honest Dan would never steer me wrong.
You would not.
I can't remember the last time I actually like purchased something. Like purchased. Like I threw down a gold at Captain D&D's, and like I threw a couple gold in front of Howard's space at the end of that season 2. But you know,
We
other
also
than that,
just get handed a lot of stuff instead of
Yeah.
having to pay for it.
much to Chime's uncomfort.
Are we too in the weeds, Donald?
No, y'all are fine. Y'all are doing your thing. My head hurts. I'm just kind of here. So
Oh,
y'all,
sorry.
I'm just existing.
y'all figure this out, and then whenever we're good, we'll pick up where we need to. This is just part of playing
Weird.
D&D.
I have 799 silver pieces. One of those was spent getting mixed nuts last session. Rest of it, you know what? And we're just gonna say we got all that. We can just say that we've got that. How does that sound? Because that feels like way more than what we would need.
Got 799 silver pieces.
And 500 copper pieces. Which is like 5 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also
so
everyone seems to be giving us a lot of discounts.
hey vendor, how much for these 2 healing potions?
So 2 potions of healing would be 100 gold total. 50 each.
That's a lot. I think we
Excuse me.
with the 800 silver, that's only 80 gold. 85 gold.
It is.
Wow. Okay. How about only 1?
I also have 40 gold. So you're
Oh.
free to that.
I thought you all had like thousands of gold.
You told us that we spent it on magic items in between seasons.
That's right. I sure did.
You did.
Are some of those magic items healing potions?
Well,
Sure.
one is a really cool knife that I have.
Yeah. You also have. We're gonna let one of the most chaotic die determine your. Oh, the chaotic die loves you today. You'll have a total of 10 healing potions.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just one on D12. Just, you know,
Yeah.
you never know where D12 is gonna end up.
You don't. Okay. All right. We haven't used any of those, so
You have not.
I'm gonna
look in
add
the bag and-
those.
We
to
just
our
look at the
loot
bag
list.
and we're like, oh,
Oh, there they are.
what about
when do we
these?
have these?
Guys, did you put these in here?
Man, this Pasha's bag of sidecar holding, I can't remember what it's called,
Oh, it's like the haversack or something.
Yes.
truly is wondrous.
It's bag that you didn't let me turn into knife bag. That's all I care about. So
If you pierce it from the inside, it can destroy space time.
you don't pierce it from the inside. You just store a whole bunch of knives in there, and then as soon as something bad happens, you just flip it inside out, and then all of a sudden you have knife bag. And it doesn't even have to be knives. It could be like forks or rocks. It could be rock bag. I could have a shiny rock bag.
I'd be in favor of that.
Okay. All right,
If-
then give me the bag.
Okay, let's put the coins in the side thing so we don't lose those. Here you go. Here's the bag.
Also the potions, because, you know, putting potions in the bottom of a bag and putting a crap ton of rocks on top.
Yeah, as soon as I flip that baby inside out, we're losing all of those.
Can
I mean,
have
those
that
could
bag
go
back?
into like a normal bag. Let's just go to like my bag. Donald, I'm gonna start picking up rocks everywhere we go. In fact, if there's a place that I can buy gravel, I will buy gravel to fill this bag.
I mean, the city's undergoing construction, and part of the construction is requiring gravel. So, like,
So
I
I
have
can
access
steal
to
gravel
all
from
the
the construction
construction-
site.
I
Yeah,
have
there's-
access to all the construction zones.
there's definitely like lots of sites that have gravel laying around
I'm
for.
stealing some gravel.
Or there's
James,
a
I'm so glad. I'm so
there's a
glad you're
quarry a
on.
little ways outside of town. Like
I'm not going there. I'm stealing gravel from here. That's a long ways
it's
to
not even
walk.
it's not even stealing. It's just like the rubble from like construction. It's construction debris.
I mean, it's gravel. I'm sure they have some use for it. Otherwise, they wouldn't sell it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna stick as many handfuls of gravel into this bag that I can. In the main pocket.
And this one rock that has a piece of fantasy rebar sticking out of it.
okay, so you're clearing out. I think what you'll have is Heward's handy haversack, which is a backpack with a central pouch and 2 side pouches.
Mhm.
So each side pouch can hold 20 pounds, but you're doing the main pouch,
Yeah.
which is 8 cubic feet. That
8
would-
cubic feet of gravel.
Or 80 pounds of material.
Right. So how much does that much gravel weigh?
Things you never thought you'd have to search for D&D.
It can't be right, can it? Wait,
How much
there's
is it? How much is it? Please tell me I can fit so much gravel in here.
Like 1 cubic foot.
I'm just waiting for our next battle. Chime just gets to high ground and tips the.
hang on, I just
It's
saw a
like-
bag from Home Depot of pea gravel, and it's 9 cubic feet, so I can see how much that weighs in theory, right? No.
I mean, that's about what I'm looking at. Like, pea gravel's like little tiny pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
Maybe they get some gravel in their eyeballs.
1
Okay.
cubic yard, which is 9. Wait.
Yeah,
20 never mind. 27 times larger than a cubic foot. Can weigh up to between 2,400 and 2,900 pounds. So we'll say let's for rounding purposes,
Are we
let's call it
doing math right now?
2,700. 2,700 pounds divided by 27 is 100 pounds. So less than 1 cubic foot of gravel will fit in the bag when it hits its
Yeah.
weight limit.
due to weight, not due to volume, but due to weight.
Okay.
So-
All right.
That's
better
still a
than
lot.
nothing. That's still
like-
a lot. That's a lot of that's a
that's
lot
like-
of gravel. That's a lot of gravel. I'm just gonna be scooping that shit in by the handful.
Okay.
I thought you were scooping
I'm like,
gravel.
just watch me. Just watch me. Dragon Bay doesn't know it's coming to him.
So the side pouches are still
those have like coins and health potions in them.
got it. So the
I'm not touching
center
those.
is now holding 80 pounds of gravel.
Mhm.
Pea gravel, though. We've established it's pea gravel.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it'll hurt.
It will.
It's
It
fine.
will.
Pocket gravel.
Okay.
Okay.
He doesn't know it's coming to him.
Rest in peace, Dale Gribble.
And if not Dragonbane, Karn, it's gonna be your dad. That bitch has it coming.
Well, I'm ready to go.
So we
Yeah,
got gravel and health potions.
I cannot
Don't let my son know
see-
about this. He will get ideas.
I cannot wait to see Chimes knock off Mold Earth.
I mean, honestly, I'm like a little farther away from everyone, so it might be a good idea to have one of you all use rock bag. Because y'all, I mean, Karn, you're like right there. Karn, do you want rock bag?
Or it's your last defense.
Yes.
Time you keep it with you. That way it's like, I'm getting in good hits, but I need a better vantage point. Let me just
I can
put about a foot of gravel.
I can toss rock bag itself to one of you in true dire need. Is that acceptable?
Okay.
Hey, Donald. The
Yeah.
house, is it more than it's a couple days march, right?
I think it's like a solid day.
A solid day. So if we leave today, we won't be getting there until night, like deep night. So we're okay, right?
I'm trying to. You all like gotten up after your hangovers or quasi not hangovers because the god of hospitality, Howard has deemed upon you that you don't have hangovers after your last bit of drinking. So you got up, and it was kind of late when you did get up, like 10 in the morning, probably like late morning, and then got up and went to the knowledge district and talked to Professor Darrow again, and then like went off and bought healing potions and did some gravel and stuff. So like it's probably like right around lunchtime right now. So like if you left now, camped out the night, you'd probably make it to like the site like in the morning. If you push through, you'd make it at night. Like, but you'd be traveling quickly and like really be pushing it.
You guys want to like take off? You actually go to bed early tonight. Take off at like early morning before daybreak.
Yeah, I guess. Well, honestly, I mean, like getting there at night, I don't know. I feel like getting there under cover of night might be okay.
I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Although I'm the only one who can see in the dark here.
Shit, you're right. Okay. Well,
But Karn has light.
and I blend in.
Do we want to be stealthy or do we want to attack?
You know which way I want to go.
I say we go stealthy just because we are down a person, and
Okay.
rushing it never seems to work out that well for us.
All right. We'll go at night, and I can help scout ahead, and we'll get there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so leaving and pushing through. Like, are you gonna like it become like a to make it? What's your goal? What time do you want to make it to the house?
Before dawn.
Okay, so you'd probably have to do kind of a, I don't want to say a forced march necessarily, but like you're gonna have to like push yourselves to make that. Okay.
If y'all are okay with that,
all good.
Okay with it.
I'm good with that.
Yep.
All right, so you all take off, leave the town with your supplies, and start heading to the east towards the coast, like the direction that if everything is like you think, that's towards like where the old continent was, like the way you came in was from the east. And the town itself, like as you leave, like doesn't look so bad, but the further and further out you make it from town, you can just see like the devastation that the gnolls like actually caused. Some farms that weren't super close to town have been completely razed. You see like bits of like what was likely gnoll encampments like burned to the ground, like bits of like tent framing, and there's still like some leather and hides from their tents smoldering on the ground. The countryside has just been completely devastated, especially in this direction. You were warned by some guards before you left that there's still a few like gnolls in the area, but no one's like super concerned. The tribes and clans themselves have been defeated, but there's some stragglers out there that likely just haven't made their way back north yet, and they might not ever make it back north. They might just live out their days being like bandits and nuisances to people. But basically everyone on this continent knows who you are now. So the likelihood of them bothering you is pretty low. But you're
If we run across any, I think Chime's probably going to take the opportunity to try and kill them.
Okay. That is that's more than fair. But like again, you have to really have a solid forced march, and you all have been going at it pretty hard for a bit. So all of you make a Constitution saving throw.
19.
23.
My token.
Nice.
I don't know what happened
Oh,
to it.
sorry.
That's okay. I pulled it out. I just didn't. I was like,
I
where
love
is
how
it?
you pulled
I
your
don't know
token
where it
out
is.
and then moved it away from Chimes.
Well,
Because
I
the
just
first thing in my brain was like, she doesn't smell that bad. It's like the default joke.
Where is? There it is.
11.
Oh, they kind of changed how the maps look. I don't think I like it. On Roll20, like the DM view. No, I don't like that. It's fine. Okay.
What?
They like changed how I see maps on Roll20 and like how I can pick what map you're seeing. And it's not super different, but it's different enough. And I wasn't expecting it. So it just threw me off a little bit. And what? Sorry, James got a
11.
okay. James is starting to get a little winded, but isn't to the point of like being exhausted. If you wanted to, you could still push through. But you're feeling it, and if you keep pushing and you were to fail again, it would definitely have some consequences.
Okay. I'm a little winded, y'all. You want to keep pushing?
wanna-
Keep trying. Or
Let's take a rest.
all right.
Well, let's rest up.
Like sleep on it, or short rest.
Just sit down. Like short rest. Get some food
Okay.
in our bellies.
Okay.
That means we won't be getting there before daybreak. You all okay with that?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. You're a little ways out from town. Like you're far enough out that you're not even seeing farms. It's completely like wilderness now. Occasionally like some hunters or trappers will make it out this far away from town, but your average citizen will not. Campfire, all that, or just like a quick sit down meal.
I'm voting no campfire. Just a quick
Same.
sit down meal.
Same.
Okay. All right, so quick sit down meal. If you were to push harder than you were pushing before, you could still maybe make it as like dawn is coming, like the sun's rising. But with like taking the rest and that, it's going to be a pretty tough haul to do that.
I think I'm okay with just taking our time, finding out
I am
what
too.
Rosa has learned. And
Yeah, I think that's fine.
decide what we do once we have more info.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
Okay. Perfect. Did that change your all's map?
Karn, did you say
not.
you were good with that?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So now you're just traveling through the night. Is that the plan? Just like that regular pace? Okay.
And that also means that, well, hey, since we're kind of taking our time now, that means we could probably, if we see some gnolls, take our time with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So walking through the night, occasionally you'll hear gnolls howling, but either they're avoiding you or you just so happen to not be in an area like where they are. But you're seeing like a few like small encampments that look like not even like a full raiding party, like maybe 2 to 3 gnolls were camping there and have since left, and just a general sorry, just okay, but not like any major encampments or even what looks to be anything that would be a serious threat to anyone that would be out this far, typically. All right, and go ahead.
I was gonna say, if there's anything that they could possibly come back to, I'm either taking it or kicking it around in as hasty a manner as I can so that they can't use it.
Their encampments are pretty like bare bones. Like you're just seeing like a very crude fire pit left over that you've fought enough gnolls and just realize that's not like what a human would do, or like not what a civilized race would typically do. And you've seen the gnoll encampments and little bits of like scraps and stuff left over.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So you'll sorry, my headache is getting a little worse. I'm trying to
Let us know if we want to call it early tonight. Totally fine with that.
Yeah.
we might. I'm gonna take something for pain real quick. That usually helps with headaches, and then we'll just see how that goes. Okay. You start to make it just after dawn to very close to the coastline.
If we see the house, I am stopping dead in my tracks and pulling back.
Okay. You're not seeing the house yet, but you're like close enough to the coastline where maybe to the south it's the coastline a little bit more. You can see that, but the sun's coming up. The water seems very calm today. Very serene. The sun coming up, like you feel that warmth on your skin, especially after like traveling through this kind of cold, dark, windy night. And you just see the sun come up over this water, having the reflection. There's a nice soft breeze coming in from the ocean. It smells salty, and you can just barely hear the waves crashing to the shore just below you a little ways down. And after a few more minutes of walking, you see a small wisp of smoke coming up from a fireplace. And there's the house that you recall. You woke up there after fighting the hags, what feels like 2 years ago. Because I think that's about what it was.
Like 2 years ago.
If only we could see ourselves now.
Only.
I mean, it's kind of exciting for me because that was the first time I could see in a while. Things were
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna start looking around, see if I see any owls.
You actually do not see any owls.
any birds at all, any wildlife.
Give me a perception check.
Well, maybe if I click on my token first, that would help. 12.
You know, oddly, you'd think at the very least you'd see some seagulls, but you don't see any wildlife at all.
Are you pointing that out?
I am. That's weird.
Now that I think about it, what is the last time we saw any wildlife?
I'm gonna think back and try and remember the last anything that I saw.
Go and give me just like an intelligence check, just to like jog your memory.
15.
Okay. You know you saw some creatures like in the last evening. Like, you're not sure exactly at what point you quit seeing them, but it has been at least like an hour probably before you've really seen or even heard anything like wildlife.
Can I don't. James is now thinking, is there something magical here that's scaring things off, or is it just things that are going on around here? Because we know we're coming to a volatile spot probably, but is it something magical? Is it maybe something that, because we're so close to where the hags lived, maybe there's something unnatural about it? But there were, okay, I don't know that I would call it wildlife. It's not wildlife, but we did have fight those will-o'-the-wisps last time we were on our way to the hag cave. So we know that there were things there. Again, not good things, but we're not seeing anything. So James is now thinking, is there something magical here? So is there, let's see, what kind of spells do I have? I don't have anything good for that.
Donald, about how far away from the house are we?
We don't even see it yet, right?
You see the wisps of smoke and know the house. That's where the house would be. Shoot, distances are always difficult. I'm gonna say you are probably, like, best estimate, half mile, maybe.
Okay.
Like, and there's of course like it bends down, like you're kind of on a hill, and there's some hills in between. So I'm sure you can see a house at a half mile, but like
Hills and
If I
Hills and
I would
stuff.
probably try climbing up one of the nearby trees.
Okay, and like you just want to see the house.
I want to
I'm
see. Yeah, I'll see if I can see the house or anything else weird.
Ryan, what were you gonna do?
I am actually going to go ahead and cast Detect Magic just to see if I can sense anything in the immediate area around us.
Okay, that range is
30 feet, but
feet. Yeah.
We've also noted that there's no wildlife around us.
Whoever wants to, if you are talking about the wildlife, which I'm assuming the three of you are, give me a nature check.
I forgot that was a thing. I haven't used that. I rarely use that one.
I got a 9.
I got a 14.
I got 21.
All right, Karn, the best you can figure out, and it's like maybe a stretch, but most animals have a sixth sense, and they know when a storm is coming. They don't have meteorologists, and they don't, maybe they can feel pressure changes or whatever, but somehow almost all animals can sense when a storm is coming and know to get shelter or to get out of the area if need be. And it just feels like there's a storm coming, but not a meteorological, like symbolic storm. Not like it's going to start raining soon.
A storm that Bill Beck would not be able to tell us was coming.
Yeah. Well, Bill Mack would be able to tell. He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
He'd be real excited about it. Do I see anything if I climb to the top of one of our nearby trees?
Yeah. You can see the house. It's still standing. It looks very much like you remember it. Calling it a house is maybe a stretch. It's like a small cabin. And if you remember, right, there was like the main kind of just main room, like kitchen, living room, all in one, kind of in the part of the house you were mostly in. I think that's what the house looked like. If I'm misremembering, let me know.
Sorry, I don't actually remember a house before.
Yeah, I don't either.
I remember the swamp
where we
and the tree trunk and
You
the
all
cave.
Oh
Woke
wait.
up
Is this
there.
the house that? Is this the house or cabin that we met? K-pop at?
Yes, that same house.
Who's K-pop again? Holy shit, that's so long ago. I don't remember.
It's so we lost to the so me and Ken ended up taking the deal. We went
Mhm.
traveling because that took our eyesight. We tracked down the hags. We tried to fight the hags. We lost to the hags. Chime was the last one standing. She agreed to give away part of Karn's essence, so that everyone would live. And then we woke up in a cabin by the beach, and me and Ken could see again. And Karn was pretty pissed for a hot second.
No
And was
idea
that
why.
when we were getting taken care of by people?
Yes, and we
Yeah.
were getting taken care of by people. There was I remember that like the guy there didn't want to give us his name, wanted us to forget where we were.
He was the first
Had a
person to
daughter.
really mention Dragonbane.
I don't know if he even mentioned Dragonbane. After we left there, we ended up going and finding Schmebilock's tower.
Got it. I think my sense of direction for all of that and all the things that my spatial awareness for what that was way off. So thank you.
It was like
thank you for
one
the
little
recap.
blip on the
It was
timeline.
pretty early on in season 1.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the recap. So Karn, are you talking so Karn thinks that there's a storm coming and that's why the wildlife scattered.
So not like a storm per se. Something big is about to go down in this area, and the animals can sense it.
Mm.
So they have chosen to not be in this area.
That's comforting.
Something. I don't know what, but something's going down. I can't put a name to it, but there's something going on here.
I can. His name's Dragonbane.
Well, I mean, a little more specific than that.
Okay.
A little
right.
a little more regional to us right now. Okay, so
It's a locally sourced something.
okay. Chime, what do you see up there?
I see that house that we woke up in what feels like 2 years ago. After we lost to the hags.
Anybody outside? Walking around?
Is there anyone walking around outside?
Nobody walking around.
Okay. No, nothing. Anything else peculiar? Like it just looks normal?
I mean, it looks like a isolated cabin. Yeah, like.
Is there any like trace of like people have been coming in and out?
Are we close enough to even see that?
I don't think you could tell that from this distance.
Okay. All right. So I'll report back. It looks mostly normal, but I can't. We're not close enough that I can tell if they've had army marching in and out of there. If they do, they're not.
A full army, you could tell that they had been there. Like the ground would be super tore up. I thought you were like
Right.
individuals.
I did specifically say individuals. My bad.
No, you're good.
Well, either way, they haven't really. I can't tell if anyone's been in or out, but it's definitely not been an army.
Okay. Then what do we want to do? Do we want to walk up? Do we want to try and sneak up in daylight? Do we want to try and pull a look? We got the prisoners, but not really.
If we did that, we would probably need epochs.
Yeah. I say we circle around and approach from the back of the cabin.
But
That's kind of what we're doing now, isn't it?
The cabin faces towards the water. So yeah, this is
Yeah.
like the quote unquote back, but
do you have the continent map up or anywhere available?
continent map. I don't
I don't know if
think
we have a continent map.
I know
we
I know there
do.
is one, but I don't know if it was ever in Roll20.
No, I made it in
yeah.
Discord and I've kind of
fine.
used it, but not.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, no, it's okay. So
I can get it. Hang
the
on.
coastline is to the south of where we are. The cabin faces the shore, so it's facing south. And there, what else? Like, is there anything else around? Like, is it just hills in this one little cabin?
Yeah, more or less. There and like you know the cave where the hags
Is that
were.
like
That was
so? Is it like a cliffside seaside area, or is it like actually like down close to the shore?
so it. Sorry.
You're fine.
Let me just pull this up real quick so I can look at it and remind myself how this is going. So it's kind of hilly at this point, and the cabin itself is pretty much right on the beach. So it is a beach in that area. As you go further north, the coast becomes less beachy and more cliffs, like you were thinking, and that is where the Hag's Cave is located. Is up in the cliffier parts. But at this point, it is like it'll go down to the beach. There's like beach, to the south of you a bit and more to the east. And the cabin itself is, pretty much right on the beach.
Okay. I think I have one more question for now. Hypothetically, could we circle around to the north of the cabin up on the hills so we can look down on it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And be closer to it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hey, should we circle around to the hill on the other side of the cabin there, get a better vantage point?
That's fine by me.
Take a wide area in case anyone is around. I mean, it's already morning. It's not like we're gonna lose daylight at this point. We can take our time.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm
Okay.
fine with that. Karn?
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Okay. Keep your eye out for any owls. It'll probably be pretty obvious since there's nothing else around right now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooms.
Take our time. Yeah, we're gonna take our time. We're gonna. I'm gonna swing out super wide. I don't want any. Like, I want to take as little risk as possible without being stupid about it. Without being, yeah. I'm assuming it's so it's about you said about a half a mile away. So if we swung all the way around, we could probably do that in an hour or two.
I think less than that.
Yeah, okay. But at most an hour. Oh, okay. So that sounds good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm trying to math distances and
No, it's okay.
stuff.
I hit the mic and I didn't know if it was loud.
All right. So, yeah. So you swing around to the side and you find a hilltop that's a bit closer to the cabin. And at that point, as you swing around and look, you can see there is a person just sitting on the beach, like looking out into the water. Just one.
Can we get
Tell
any kind of
what
detail?
color hair they have?
You can. It's a very light, like a white color hair.
Pretty long.
Is it a light color hair like Karn's color hair?
Like exact same shade.
Shit. That son of a bitch is just enjoying himself on the beach.
Okay. I have an out of character question.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know if Scars is powerful enough that we should use the egg? Would our characters know that info?
I don't think you would. I don't know, like, what would have given you that information at any point. You've seen him fight as a were-rat. I think he kicked some things ass pretty easily.
Okay. I'm gonna have a little pray, or a little chat, little reach out. Dear Dunya, it's me, James, seeking some guidance. Should we use the egg?
Silence.
I'm not getting an indication that we need it right now.
Are you not getting an indication, or are you
I'm not
just
getting any
not-
indication, and usually when it's important, I get some sort of indication.
Okay.
But we can try and use the egg, and
Well, we
see
got
if
like
she
it's
objects.
like limited charges or whatever.
That's why I was trying to ask.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we keep the egg in reserve right now because we, like Bethany said, we have a finite amount of charges and we don't know what that number is.
I agree. But it also doesn't do us any good if we're dead. I don't think we need it.
I don't think so either. Just hope
Okay.
I'm
Fine. We'll
not
beat some
wrong.
answers out of him, kick his ass.
So what do you all want to do right now?
I believe I just answered that. Beat some answers out of him and kick his ass.
I think at this point we just have to approach. There's not really a sneaky way of getting to him.
Well, no, but there's also, like, we also don't know how many people are here. We don't know where Rosa is. We don't know what's in the cave, if there's anything there, if they're using that for anything.
I mean, I could go in and try and retcon. I'm the stealthiest of the three of us. Since Rosa's not here.
Retcon what?
Not retcon, Jesus.
Recon?
Recon.
Recon. Got it.
That-
I got it now.
That fireball.
Recon and then we'll rendezvous.
Or recon and then retcon what I've said about reconning. That one. We can try that if y'all want me to do that. But if you all feel more comfortable with everyone just going all in at once, I'm
I
also
mean-
okay with that.
It's pretty early. What if we waited an hour and just see who comes in, goes out?
Okay. Yeah, that
So-
works for me.
Okay. We're gonna have a nice stakeout.
Little picnic
I'm
lunch.
sitting up in this tree the whole time.
All right. So like an
I'm gonna
hour.
Enjoy a full hour in
I'm not calling it
Good
a
time.
short rest though, because I'm staying alert and I'm at, like,
we're
every couple-
actively gathering information.
After probably like 45 minutes, maybe less than that, the person like does get up and you see them go inside.
Did you all also lose audio?
No.
Nope.
No?
No.
Oh, no. Well, I hear you all.
We hear
Okay.
you.
Oh, okay. Well, I hear Donald now. I don't know what just happened.
Sometimes for work, Zoom will just like stop for a second and then catch back up.
Can
Could
you
be
please
that.
repeat what you were saying, Donald?
Oh yeah. So after we'll say like 35 minutes, like of someone, he's sitting on the beach, or they sit on the beach staring out into the water. They get up and they walk into the house, and they're there for another probably 20 minutes, and then they come back out and they sit back on the beach and just back staring at the water.
Are they doing anything with like their hands?
Not that you can see from
Or-
this distance. You're probably like, because you're wanting to get a little bit closer, but not too much closer. Like, how close are you?
I don't know. I'm not the one who did whatever math Tim
Oh,
did.
I'll say, like-
no. She didn't go recon. We're just sitting up at the hill.
Right. Yeah. So like y'all are, you said you want to be closer than the half mile that you were before, but like how
but
much
up.
closer?
Wherever that hill is, and staying out of the way and watching. That's it. Hopefully quarter mile.
Quarter mile is. Yeah. So like at that, you can't really tell like a whole lot from that distance.
Hmm.
Okay. I don't see. We haven't seen anyone else.
No.
Do we walk up, or do we sneak up?
I want to say sneak up, but Karn, you're in like half plate.
Yeah. Half plate on a beach. There's not really any sneaking for me.
Ooh.
I think we just
I mean,
need-
like the waves will kind of drown out some of it.
There is like grass. It's not like just 100% like miles of sand. Like the house itself is like built on grass, but then like the beach, like the sand of the beach is pretty much right outside the door. Like they built just far enough back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what if we sneak up to the cabin with where the cabin is between us and whoever that is. Pretty sure we know who it is. Maybe get a peek inside before anything gets thrown down. Double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
How about what if Chime, if you want to go first, I'll follow close-ish behind, and Karn, take your time, be as soft as you can. You'll catch up eventually, and you can run if something happens.
If something happens, please run
Something happens.
towards us
Yes, please run.
for help.
But I will stick close as well, and Chime, if anything does happen, fall back, take range. I'll hold off in front until Karn can catch up.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna do that.
Okay.
Chime 5 to 10 feet in front of me, and Karn walking as silently possible behind us.
Okay. All three of you give me a stealth check. And Karn, I think yours is with disadvantage in a breastplate, but I could be wrong. I'm checking right
So
quick.
if he is not even trying to keep up with us, is there any bonuses we can get there?
Not really.
Okay, worth a shot.
We do all have inspiration, though. We start with inspiration. I'm thinking about. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
That's a nat 20 for 29 total.
That is excellent. You do not have disadvantage in a breastplate. Karn, is that what you're wearing? Is a breastplate?
It's
like-
half plate.
Oh, half plate has disadvantage.
Cool.
I will use my inspiration as well.
Okay.
I'm going to use mine as well.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
thank God.
Nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Would have been a 4.
I got an 18 with my advantage. I rolled a 16, which was not bad. So at least I didn't terribly screw us all up.
All
We did
right.
good.
Yeah.
I'd say we did good.
I think
One of
with
our better.
those rolls, you're able to make it down pretty close to the house. And you can see that the person on the beach is definitely Scars. And sitting out, looking out into the water. Doesn't seem to be paying. If they have noticed you, they're not showing it.
Do we see any movement in cabin windows?
So the cabin windows all have like curtains that are closed.
Damn it. Rogue's
But-
worst nightmare.
You do not see anything else. Like you just see like this cabin, and it seems to be pretty peaceful and quiet.
What if we like I'm discussing this with the party. We could like purposefully mislead him by, like throwing a rock somewhere. See if he's like actually paying attention. Is he gonna immediately, like, I don't know, tear us to shreds as soon as we approach and spook him? Do we want to do that?
I have a feeling that he knows we're here.
I'm getting that feeling as well.
Even if he doesn't, we should probably assume that he does. It's not a bad idea, even if he thinks that we think he doesn't notice us. That is still maybe an advantage for us. Acting like
Okay.
he doesn't know we're here.
Act like he doesn't know that we know that he knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
How's your head,
Um,
Donald?
Not great,
Not great.
but thanks for asking.
The
Okay.
the end of this is essentially I'm gonna pick up a rock
Okay.
and chuck it, like, I guess, is there like a tree line that we're at?
No, y'all are kind of close to the cabin itself.
Are
Okay.
there any trees around?
Yeah, but they're not close to you. Give me 1 second. Let me get your all's icons and put it on a convenient map I made of the cabin, just in case
Just in case.
it was needed.
In case.
Where's your all's tokens at?
sure nothing bad will come of this.
Absolutely nothing.
That's your most recent tokens.
Only good vibes.
Where the hell's my James token?
He's down
Hang on.
on the left. There you
Let's
go.
just get rid of all of them here that aren't.
Oh
what they
no,
need
this
to be.
page. This page, I need some of these tokens still.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Did you delete them?
I did, but
It's
here's James
fine.
20.
I don't need James 20. I need James Hasbro. If I
Yeah, I
needed
pulled him
James
back
20.
out.
Thanks.
Oh, I should
There
definitely
we
have full
are.
health.
Ah, what are you doing? Ignore that. Whatever.
Oh.
I just took you all too.
Oh,
What was that?
it was
We were back
lava.
in Pinball Mines.
Oh,
I just had lava.
I couldn't get you all to the right screen, the right map. All right. Oh wait, they all were like this. Okay. So like the closest tree line is over on the other side of the cabin itself, like kind of closer to the water.
Okay. I'm thinking, so this is this token up. Why am I not? I'm like long pressing this. The token that's up top on the north end, that's what we think is Scars.
Correct. Yeah. Let me
Okay.
put this map up on stream.
I would probably come around onto the eastern side of the cabin, or like right on the like corner there, so that I'm peeking like around I'm just on the south side. I would probably throw wrong way. Like there,
Gotcha. Okay.
there. Like there. I would probably be tossing up towards the trees or like just away from the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever large rock I can find.
Okay.
And if
So you
you
just
can't
chuck a
find
rock.
it, you have a bag full.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just chucking a rock like over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, before she does that, I'm going to make sure I have at least an eyesight to scars so I can see if he looks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to be like, where do you want to? I'm trying to keep it on this map itself,
Yeah.
but yeah, sometimes the size doesn't make life easy.
Yeah.
But when I make maps that are 50 by 50, the game does not like that.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right, Karn, what do you want to do before John throws this rock?
I am going to get in position over here with James.
Okay. So, Chime, you're just taking a rock and chucking it in that general direction.
Yeah. And then
Uh.
immediately like ducking back behind the cabin, like scooting back around and away
Okay.
so that I'm not sighted.
He like hears it and turns his head and like lets out a sigh and gets up and walks over that direction. Kind of slowly, like no rush. And like walks over here and starts looking around.
Ooh. Can I see this? Do I see this? If I come around with the boys?
Yeah, you at that point you can see he's gone. You can see he walked somewhere. They could probably tell you what direction he walked in.
Is it bow time? Do I pull out the bow?
Karn, it's your dad.
I think we need to approach him and hear him out. We need to see how far gone he really is.
He starts to walk back towards his spot.
Now or never.
We confront him. Chime, stay back for the moment.
Ugh. Fine.
What I'm saying is, if shit goes sideways, then
Don't worry, I
let
got
the
you.
arrow fly.
Okay. I'm gonna stick here on this corner then.
Okay.
With my bow drawn.
I'm gonna take a quick peek and see if I can see anything through those curtains.
They are drawn pretty tight, and you're unable to see anything inside the cabin.
Okay. I'm sticking where I'm at.
Okay.
Right. Then I am gonna walk onto the beach.
Okay. As your foot hits the sand and makes that crunching sound, you hear a not super familiar voice to you, but you've heard him talk before. What took y'all so long?
Well, I mean, walking here from Brownstone, it does take some time.
Expected you here days ago. Did you kill him when he ambushed you?
I'm gonna like mentally connect to Karn. Yes. Make him think he's dead. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Give me a
Your follower's
deception
dead.
check. Oh, who you say was dead?
I specifically said your follower's dead.
Okay. So that is not technically a lie.
Exactly.
Well played. He just kind of sits there and he sighs a second. I didn't think you'd have it in you. I could give you some sob story. And you'd feel bad for him. And you'd come out here, vow to take revenge on me for whatever slight you imagine I've done to you. Come. Have a seat.
Fine.
Your mom loved the ocean. She loved the waves. Said it was peaceful. It's just like her. Always seeing the serene, peaceful side of things, never the truth. You know what's in these waters. Bloodthirsty, hungry monsters. Rather drag you to the bottom and let you live another day. That's the truth of it. But every time I look out in these waters, into these waves, I think of her. You know why you're here, don't you?
Enlighten me. Why am I here?
Well, it seems that you've been a nuisance to a very powerful man. He's tired of you being a nuisance. He wants you dead. And if I help, he'll bring her back. You know, it's fitting. You took her from me. And you're going to help me get her back.
You know, when we went to your plane of existence, spoke to your servants, helped them battle against Dragonbane's forces, they continuously said what a good person you were, or what a good being, that you'd always watched out for me. And it doesn't seem... I think it's just... the man I'm looking at here is just seems to be a cynical hypocrite.
Is that all you really want to say? Oh, go ahead.
Dragonbane's on this insane quest to kill off all the gods. And it amazes me that you would be allying yourself with him. What he says he's promised that he's going to bring her back. What makes you think he isn't just going to turn right around and just kill you?
I'd take that just as much. It is hell living without her. She was the only source of light I ever knew. And I thought you would be too. But no. Killed her.
No. Maybe my birth did cause that. I don't think there's any way in hell, though, that you can realistically blame me, an infant who had just come into the world, for a death that happens way too often in our world. You look out on this ocean, you see just bloodthirsty monsters ready to rip anyone asunder. That may be true, but there's also beauty. It's not just death. And I can't believe you've held it over my head for decades now, abandoning me in a monastery for my entire life. Just so, I mean, the way your servants made it seem like you were doing it out of caring, but in reality, you just wanted to. It just seems like you're hell bent on punishing me for something I had no control over.
Who else am I going to blame? And why wouldn't I take this opportunity? It's a chance to bring her back. And you're right. What if he turns on me and he kills me? I don't care. I lost my wings for her. I'd do it again. At this point, I can use other people's wings. This talking. Well, your little friend hiding over there, throwing a rock. I guess they're not technically wings, but they're covered in feathers nonetheless.
I'm gonna flip them off.
As you do that,
Chime poking out from behind the corner, flipping him off, and just going right back.
He doesn't even look in your direction, but holds a finger up right back towards you. Well, guess it's about time we end this.
I have a question for you, Scars.
Oh, fine.
It's a genuine question. Was Karin's mother, I'm assuming your partner, spouse, whatever you want to call it, was she a good person?
She was.
Would she appreciate you bringing her back in this way? How do you think she's going to react to that?
Yeah, can you honestly say this is what she would have wanted?
She won't have to know. Who's going to tell her? The only people that'll know. Well, you'll be dead.
There's an entire continent of people who know what's going on.
No. We're too close. We can end this. And we can do it now.
Yeah, destroy the entire world so you can bring back one person who can watch it burn to the ground with you. Awesome.
What's
She's gonna love
left
it.
of the world now? What's left coming back to? You
Well,
know what it's
maybe
like.
if you didn't help Dragonbane kill half the gods, it wouldn't be such shitty right now. We're trying to fucking fix it.
If it wasn't because of you, and fucking Dragonbane, we'd have more people to
Yeah.
You all don't fucking know what you've taken from me. You don't fucking know what you've taken from me, do you?
We've all lost things. What makes you any different?
I'm sorry.
What makes me different is that I still loved my fucking son. I do still love my fucking son, even though my husband is dead. And I'm moving on and I'm living my life and I'm doing this for him. And what did you do as soon as your wife died? You dumped Karn in a monastery, left him alone with monks for his whole fucking life. And now he's here, searching what little bits he can find of you. And now you're you. And it's not fair to him.
And apparently it's okay for you to seek vengeance for your partner dying off on someone who had no control over it, but it's okay for you to kill other people's spouses and loved ones and be okay with that because it's not you.
I am not one of you pitiful creatures from this plane.
I'm sorry, you don't live on any other planes anymore, do you? You are one of us now.
You bitch.
Did you really lose your wings for my mother? Or did you lose them because you were a selfish asshole?
Real quick. Hi, Basic Witch. She does say you tell them. So, thank you, friend.
Hi, Basic Witch.
Gonna catch these fists.
Always catching those fish. Had to learn. Do we lose the Zoom call? We did not. I just don't have it set up with the map currently. Like, it's either the map or it's us.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll go back to us now. We had the map up for a bit. Thanks for reminding us. There was a lot of passion. There's a lot going on. And I'm sorry, Karn, could you repeat what you had just said before the interruption?
No worries. You keep saying that you lost your wings to be with my mother. To me, it sounds like you just lost them because you were a selfish asshole who didn't care about anyone. And it sounds like you just got cast out because of your own greed. To me, for someone who claims he loved my mother so much, you are just as quick to blame her for you losing your wings in the first place.
No. I gave up my wings so we could be together. To prove to her that I was committed. That I was real. If I hadn't, I could have saved her. But she asked me to. So maybe you don't talk about things you don't understand.
Well, you're going to have to forgive me for not understanding. I didn't have anyone to explain it to me, and the one who did decided to do it years later.
You think I was going to be fit to keep you? What kind of life would you have had with me?
You were all he had.
Also, I'm sorry that you're the first parent ever to lose their spouse and be an only parent. I'm sorry that you're the first one that's ever happened to. I'm sorry
Must
that
be real
there
tragic.
was no one to help you. That there was just you didn't have friends from back home. You didn't have people that helped. You were just all alone and boo-hoo.
And what home did I have? I gave up my plane of existence for her.
But you
I
had
had
a
no
family.
one.
You left your family. You created a new home.
You could have made a home. But instead you decided to make a little cult of personality. And as soon as they became inconvenient to you, you were just ready to kill them. And here's a newsflash. Epox is still alive. Because I said I killed a follower. I didn't say which one, though.
I'm really glad you got me on a technicality.
You
But
know what
now
I
I'll
think?
know to hunt him down.
Great.
I'm not going to let you hunt anyone down. You're not going to make a new life exclusively for yourself and the woman you claim to love, but are just so eager to just absolutely stomp on what her wishes would have been. You're not making that path out of any more corpses.
What would you have me do then? What is
Live
your
with
great
it.
solution?
Start a life. Redeem yourself.
Live. That's all that any of us can do. And
Honestly, it
some-
sounds like you're scared. It sounds like you're scared. And so you're going to kill the last vestiges of your wife so that you can be with your wife.
Yeah.
And is that really fair to anyone? I mean, you've said it yourself. If you died, that would just be fine. So why don't you just go do that? You make me sick just to look at you as a parent.
Well, you said one thing that was true. I am scared.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah. Even if I wanted to change, it's too late.
Pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure we know the God of Justice. I'm pretty sure that the God of Justice is someone who also had a past, who also redeemed himself, who also made a life for himself and found his loved ones.
No one has had a perfect life. That doesn't exist. Even the most noble and the most pure people have moments that they look back on and find their own behavior atrocious. But I'm going to say it right here and right now. The path you're on, I will not let it go any farther. You can't continue to ruin people's lives, to end people's lives, and expect some great reward. I mean, hell, the man you're working with sacrificed my life. You think it's hard living? Try dying and then coming back.
No, you don't understand. He points to the door of the cabin. The door swings open. And out steps a dragonborn. With all black scales, wearing black armor. This black and gold helmet adorning his head. He looks at the three of you. Okay, hang on, it's not working.
No, you don't understand. It's too late.
Can I get the egg out?
Let's pick that up for our next session because my head is
Cliffhanger.
is doing a
It's
bit
good
worse.
Cliffhanger. Damn
Sorry.
you, Donald, for the good cliffhangers.
I was trying to make it. That's as far as I was really trying to make it tonight.
No, I'm mad because it's such a good cliffhanger.
If this was a TV episode, it would just smash cut to the credits.
Listen, like dark ominous music. So yeah, we will pick up our next session, which is gonna be not next week. Which is the 1st. So November 8th will be our next episode of KFD&D. That'll be episode 14 as we are in the home stretch of finishing up this campaign. And then we will figure out what we do afterwards. So yeah, we will be back. Like The really, really rough episodes. Yeah. Oh yeah, black screen, no music. Oh, that was awful. Or playing the Reigns of Castamere. Still can't. Like, it was bad in the book, and they made it worse in the TV show. Way to go, Game of Thrones. Back when I had hope for you.
I wasn't even going that dark. I was just, Tim, you'll get this. Basically, it's the best of both worlds, part 1.
I don't think I have the spoons to raid tonight because my head's hurting. So we're just gonna end stream. Thank you all for hanging out. Again, no stream for us next week at all, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with our next episode. So
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
I hope everyone has a nice harvest.
Yeah, y'all keep saying that stuff, and whenever you're done talking, I will hit the end stream button.
Harvesting.
Spooky season.
Yay.
Spooky.
We.
Okay, gonna hit the button now, and we'll see you all later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.